Hello YouTubers. Although I've had my battery tender in place all winter on my '09 Road King Classic, when I rolled it out this season I was greeted with this. I took the battery to my local big box auto store where they told me it was only pulling 30 amps under load. This was a cheap battery when I purchased it 3 years ago and it's time for an upgrade, so stick around and let's get after it. The store that checked out my battery suggested I buy a die-hard Power Sports model with 385 cold cranking amps. It only had a 90-day replacement warranty and what I believed to be a rather extravagant cost at $166.99, although you get $10 back by returning your old battery for recycling. But I did some homework and decided not to go that route. This is the Banshee Model 30L-BS, of which I'll provide the specs in just a couple of minutes. It comes supplied with this lift-out nylon strap, of which you wrap around these 2 points like this. The bag of parts includes 2 slide-in post inserts and screws. Here's how the inserts work. Turn them so that the post openings match the insert threads. This product is made to allow you to affix your battery cable at the top or side location. Then just thread the post screw in place. Note that without the screw in place, the inserts can slide out, so beware. Now let's perform the swap out. Here at my bike, my seat must be removed to access the battery, so we begin by removing the most expensive screw in the world. Lift and pull backwards on the seat to detach. The battery cover is loosened by using a Torx or 13mm socket and removing these 2 screws. Now before removing the cover, I need to lift off this ECM or Engine Computer and Security System module and wire tie it up out of my way like this. Slide off this connector, which looks like a USB recharging block, and then slide off this second wiring connector to free the cover. The front of the cover has a loop that passes over this stainless brace, so press down and push forward, then lift off the cover. Unscrew both battery terminals and remove all connections, being careful not to drop the screws or let any wires drop out of sight where you wouldn't remember to reconnect them. Because this battery is heavy and because it didn't come with a lift-out strap like my new one, I'm going to fashion a strap from some spare nylon string as follows. Since I used the original battery screws, I simply reattached them snugly along with the nylon string. Being careful not to get my fingers underneath it in case it breaks, the old battery can now easily be lifted out. I bid goodbye to the old Scorpion, which has stung me for the last time. I don't like that the terminals on my new battery aren't painted red and black, but positive and negative are identified both on the top and side for easy orientation. Remember when loosening the terminal screws that the post inserts can slip out, and this would be a bad time for that. Some dielectric grease would probably help hold these in place during reconnection. The negative cables are screwed into place. Then the positive. I'm going to use this dielectric grease from Permatex and coat the battery post and connectors. Dielectric grease is silicone-based and prevents electrical connections from arcing and protects them from corrosion, moisture, and dirt. The battery cover is reseated by looping the front of the cover over the stainless brace, then by pressing the rear legs into place. The smaller of the two connectors is looped under and around these other wires and positioned where the bottom of it slides back over its mount on the battery cover. Follow that up by sliding the second of the two connectors back into place. Position, insert, and tighten the two battery cover screws. Torque to specs or just hand tighten. The wire tie is snipped, holding back the ECM module, and it is lowered into place by sliding the bottom end under the tab shown here and lowering the top end onto the pins as shown. The insertion point in the seat slides over the tab near the tank. Then the seat is lowered into place and slid forward. The hole on the rear of the chrome seat mount fits over the receptacle on the fender. Then this $20 screw gets tightened last. Now the most important question. Thanks for viewing, and this project is complete.